backwards. Y'all, I got an email. Oh my lord. Let me scroll to the top. So I had an email, unfortunately, that went to my spam, and I don't know why. But it came from this email. I don't even want to say my source unless I'm, you know, I could reach out to them and say, hey, can I give you all a shout out? But if you all see here, I'm gonna drop this link. This is france.news-pravda.com. It's an article here, okay, where they talk about the Macron lawsuit. And I'm gonna drop the link here. Oh, wait, let me give a shout out to all of you all. I'm gonna drop the link here while we go through some shout outs. But this is something else, you all. This is my unexpected. You're not gonna believe it. If you saw the thumbnail, you see exactly what this is about. The Lady Luck Club landed in this article. And when they're going over some of the exhibits that's in the amended complaint. Can you believe it? You can't make this. Candace, bring your ass to the front. I told y'all she was mad at this, Candace. If there's a chance that my video shows up as an exhibit in this lawsuit, girl, I'm going to Delaware myself in person to that court hearing. You hear me? You can't make this up. God, it's so good. Shout out to Caleb. What's going on, Mr. Mila? How you doing? Oh, everybody speak to everybody. Like number 2. That's how you do it, mister. Tell me what number like you are. Hit the like button. Lady Luck Club landed in an article going over the exhibits in the amended complaint. You can't make this up. Lord, we thank you. Candace, I told you I will be listening in on every second of those court hearings, girl. Let my video actually be used as an exhibit. I'm flying to Delaware. I hope the Macrons are listening. If you all need someone to testify, all you got to do is email me and let me know. You don't even have to ask. The answer is yes. Oh, this is epic. Oh, this is so epic. Y'all, they have like, and I'm going to go through this. Because this is the unexpected. I did not. Oh my God. I was like, are you kidding? I've had a video used previously in an article going over my reporting and research on Novatech. It landed on an article website called Behind MLM. And they featured one of my videos there. But this one literally has the link that takes you to my video that goes over the lawsuit. It goes over the exhibits at the bottom. In the complaint against Candace Owens, we can read, and it gives you kind of like an overview of what's in the amended complaint. And I was so flabbergasted. I said, oh, you scroll down. I saw this thumbnail, and I said, oh, dear Lord, that's my thumbnail. Candace, you are so screwed. You let me have to go up there and testify. I'm coming. Y'all thought I was playing. When you're researching, let me tell you something. When you're doing things because you want it to be done in truth and honesty and in the pursuit of the freedom of press and good journalism, Lord, we thank you. It look how it pays out. Look how God can bless this situation. That's why I don't listen. The candy asses have no power here. So I let them pout and get it out. Because that's all they're going to do. You can't make this up. Oh, man. Oh, Lord. I would love for the Macrons to use any of my videos in their lawsuit. Go ahead. Go for it. Information that can be researched by all. And they talking about I'm being paid by Israel. This ain't got nothing to do with Israel. Oh my good Lord. Y'all, this is so awesome. It's so awesome. All that reading and researching and going over these lawsuits and court documents and stuff, it just ever so often just pays off in a mighty way. Hallelujah. Candace, you heifer. I told you I was going to be tuning in them court hearings. See, this is what happens when you doxing off people and picking up college kids because they wore a maroon shirt, Candace. When you're sitting here putting your own attorneys out there, putting other employees in the line of fire. That stuff catch up to you, girl. I told you all she was bad at this. Didn't I tell you all? Oh man, this is so epic. Such a good day. Just such a good day. All right, y'all. Let me get some more comments in. What's going on, Sean? How you doing? Hello. Check and say, yeah, you're live. I am live, y'all. It's not, 11 o'clock at night. So we got to get to a little bit of her video. Oh, God. Yeah, we got to do it, y'all. We're going to end it with Ami so we can all have a laugh. And I'm going to try my best not to stop and pause and interrupt so much because, Candace, you're saying the same thing over and over again now. I told you all she was going to be on auto repeat with her conspiracy theories. She thinks that saying it over and over again somehow makes it a fact when it doesn't. It still makes it a lie. It's just a repeated lie. And you're showing the judge and the court that you're willing to put your lies on auto repeat. That's all you're doing, Candace. I told you, girl. The stuff gonna come up and bite you in the butt. Oh, tell Boys Club I said happy birthday for the third time. Oh, I'm on one tonight. Oh man, I will be here. Yes, I know. Exciting. I know, right? What's going on, Jackie? Listen here. Good job getting Milk Bar. Thank you all so much. I am just so elated. I waited patiently. I sent a message on Twitter X, and I was like, I know this is, you probably have a lot of people reaching out to you, but I would love for you to interview here in the LLC, please. I'm not like one of those huge YouTubers. I don't have 100,000, subs or anything like that. But we bless God for the supporters here in the Lexus. And I really do. I genuinely thank all of you for supporting me and supporting the independent research and the journalism and the content that comes out of the LLC. Thank you all so much. Make sure you're hitting the like button and subscribing and sharing this content because Candace is about to start picking up, girl. It's not about having 5.6 million views or subs. It's about the quality of your content. It's about the quality of the research and the information that you're laying out. There's no reason to lie when you can just tell the truth. I mean, seriously. I'm so excited. All right, y'all. So let me get some more comments in here. There's going to be some more comments in here. Milk Bar tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lady Luck Club landing in an article focusing on the amended complaint. Lord, let it be an exhibit. Let it be an exhibit. I'll be okay with that. So when you guys get time, I've dropped the link to this. Read over it. It goes over the complaint. You see the hyperlinks here. Of course, it cites a lot of her episodes on her show, because Candace can't stop lying. And then it talks about a photo here where this is Brigitte before she got married here. Over here in the black jacket. Because everybody wants to keep saying she was born a man. She don't have to, that's not something that they don't care what Candace is saying as far as, whether there's a concern of her proving that. Because they know she can't prove it. The problem is, Candace, you reported it as a fact, and then you kept doubling down on it, and it was said as a fact with no evidence. They know you cannot prove that. But the fact that you mislead people to think you can is what's landed you in court. This is why you in court, girl. So this photo here was a photo that the Macrons sent over to Candace. that she did not even acknowledge. She didn't recognize. It didn't land in her series. Nothing. But she knows this photo existed. When you talk about a reckless disregard of the truth, that includes Candace. Candace, check this out. Lying by omission. Because for some reason, you know what that means when it comes to the Israeli prime minister and a 7-page letter. But somehow, when you're sent an exhibit, this photo, it's a part of the facts and evidence from the Macrons to show you even the more. I mean, crazy that they think they had to do this, but they did. That Brigitte Macron was born a woman. You don't even mention this photo. It didn't show up in her series, in her nothing. It's like she didn't exist. And then all of the other exhibits, Candace didn't accept it. It's not as if they didn't try to send her evidence and documentation to debunk her dumbass. She just ignored it. Candace, that's not going to fly in court. Judge Rennie is not playing with you, girl. You're not going to make a mockery of his courtroom. You're not going to go in there with that circuit clown nonsense behavior, buffoonery nonsense. You're not going to be able to do that in court. The judge will not care whether you accept exhibits or not. It will not be up to you. It will be up to the jury. Tried to tell you, Candace. You played around and you effing around. You still finding out. So here's a photo, another photo that they sent. They probably sent other exhibits to her. But unless other outlets put it out there, Candace is not going to mention half this stuff because she doesn't even want to accept it. Because it's more evidence to debunk her. And then all she's going to say is, oh, the photo is fake and it's proctored and blah, blah, blah. And all this other nonsense. Okay. So what they can do is what's called facial recognition. Okay. Facial recognition allows you to do an analysis based on photos. And they have, like some samples where they'll kind of go over a before and after photo of people that you know and recognize. And then they run that just to show the accuracy of the program. Facial recognition picks up patterns, of course, facial features, distinguishing factors in the face, hair, ears, all that stuff, right? And it downloads it and it puts it in a system where then it runs across everywhere we go. Now we get photographed, we're caught on some camera, and it just goes across the data and it matches all the photos where you've ever been captured in, every video footage, surveillance camera, wherever you've been captured in, it picks it up and it scans it. And that's what they did with these photos. That's how one of the ways they're going to validate and authenticate the photos that are going to be presented as exhibits in the lawsuit. Because Candace doesn't understand how court works. She doesn't understand those concepts. Candace, all you got to do is Google. Can't make this up. So this is one of the photos that they did a facial recognition for. And then they just scan it across other photos that the Macrons have submitted, other photos taken, still images, images from security camera footages, surveillance camera footages, from wherever, not just from one single place, because you don't want it to be too selective. You want it to be where, let's say they travel to the US. Of course, they're going to get photographed. Of course, they're going to be caught on a camera. And then you can allow the system with this facial recognition to pick up those same pattern of images and stuff and cross-reference those images. And it'll do a match, and it'll give you a percentage of the match. So it'll be like 80% match, 90% match. And that's how you can validate and authenticate these photos. That's evidence that the jury will be presented with. So whether Candace likes it or not, it's going to be presented to the jury. Any questions? Let me know if you got any. Throw them in the chat. Facial recognition. And that's how they do analysis in, true crime, when they're trying to find missing persons. It's a common, test to make sure that, images are validated and authenticated. Does that make sense? Anybody have any questions? Put it in the chat. What's going on? Truth is, I'm still going through chats. Hey, Mila, how you doing? Stacy, what's going on? LLC tip line. Now y'all know how I am. I try my best, and I dropped the link to the article. I try my best to, like, when I don't get permission right away to share who sent me something, I drop the link either way so that you all can see at least the article and where it came from. Unlike Candace, she don't even tell you what the information is. Candace, where are the transactions from Club de Sant, from the French president? But his so-called female French assassin and this male Israeli operative. Where the hell are those payments at, girl? You said it was a paper trail. We're still waiting. You can't make this up. So I dropped the link here so you guys can go on the link and check out the article. And I'll start. I am so excited. So excited. It's just been a good day. It's just a good day. Even the candy asses won't even be able to bother me today. Y'all can try, but it's not going to work. What's going on, S-File? Shout out to my mods. I appreciate you all. Truth, CC, we are getting all the tea together tonight. Y'all, we're going to be getting tea tonight and tomorrow night. And it's going to get even better when these hearings start with this Macron case. Candace, I told you a little behind. I was going to be watching every single hearing. You thought I was playing, girl. I'm not playing. Can't make this up. We'll check the status of the court case as well. Because there was a response filed from the Macron's attorney to Candace's motion to dismiss and to strike the FAC, the First Amendment complaint. Candace, when the hell are you going to schedule this hearing? We're all tired of waiting. You're scared to schedule the hearing on your motion. I don't understand why you taking forever. You and your attorneys just stalling this thing by any means necessary. It's like they're taking forever on this case and they know it. Yeah, the last status was the answering brief out. You can't make this up. I mean, they want to get to the discovery phase, but they don't want to request a hearing to get to the discovery phase. You can't make this up. Oh, man. Oh, go. What's going on, CC? Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button. I appreciate all of you all for tuning in. So we got the great news out the way with Milk Bar coming on tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's been scheduled, or rescheduled rather. Shout out to Milk Bar. We got the unexpected here. I guess the next thing is to get to the bed. So we're going to be watching Candace's show today. We're watching Candace's show today. Oh, God. We got to get to the bed at some point. What's going on, Susie? How you doing? Oh, y'all. Thank you so much, Caleb. Congrats to all of you all. I mean, you guys, it's for the spirit of seeking truth and facts and journalism that I do this. And it's fun for me. I enjoy it. I really do. This is all so cool, man. I just, man, I know it's files. Shout out to all my moms. I appreciate all of you all. I would say we got all hands on deck over there in the virtual, because they don't know how to act. What's going on, Wyoming guys? Shout out to my moms. Beautiful. How you doing? Let's see here. I want to just make sure I get everybody in. No reply. What's going on? I enjoy smaller channels by viewers, but the quality of the viewers is so much better. Oh yeah, absolutely. And then I do try my best, as being on on YouTube. It's not easy. People think it's easy to do. It's not. You're competing with millions and millions of people that are content creators and across various topics and subjects. And then you have over 1 billion users on YouTube. And like I said, nobody makes videos for no one to watch them. So the idea of you just doing this for views, yes, dummy. You do this because you want people to watch it. I do it because I want people to get information. Candace does what she does to get attention. I want people to get information. Why I always have to turn my camera on. Because I don't care if you see me or not. I care if you see the information that I'm relaying. And that you all understand the information that I've had to research and, put together and present to you all. That's what's most important. Are you learning anything out of it? And that's what people can appreciate more. They can appreciate when you're laying out the facts, when you're doing your research and your due diligence, and when you just tell the truth. I don't, whether I'm shown in the camera or not is irrelevant. Candace makes sure her thumbnails has her photo on it. Why? It's somebody who, keeps lying about being number one. Sign of someone who wants to be seen. And loud and wrong. But dare her to present proof of transactions to a club that does nothing but eat and drink wine and study, food as a science. It's crickets. You get nothing. So I'm just excited. Yeah, it's all coming together. I would love to hit 100,000 supporters one day, but it's going to get there. But in the meantime, being able to pack a powerful punch, Candace, that's what's most important, girl. The idea that my video is even in this article as a part of the amended complaint. You have no idea how much that means to me. Oh, man. All right, y'all. What's going on, Diane? Oh, man, you can't make this stuff up. I've been a moderator for a year for a set of channels, and it's been exciting to grow with them. The one channel is up to 250K subs now. Yes, it is. Shout out to Jay Witt. He hit 60,000. And it's just phenomenal. We're almost there. We're almost at 30,000. So hit the like button and subscribe and share the content. There are other fantastic content creators out there. And I always encourage people to support them. But make sure you guys hit the like button and sub in here. And to my second channel, Lady Luck Club with Sweet Tea. Now I plan on doing my first live video on the second channel tomorrow. Y'all, it's something else. This lady tore up her son was, murdered. She went to the funeral and she just let everybody have it. So all the stuff like that, just the entertainment, gossipy stuff. Yeah, that's going on the second channel. So y'all make sure y'all tune in for that one. It's going to be good. It will be fun to grow LLC. It will be. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. I try my best, y'all. I try my best. So let me click on this video so y'all can see. And then I'm going to show you a couple other documents and links that was sent as well. Oh, Lord. I don't want to miss comments. If I miss something, make sure you email me, ladyluckclubllc@yahoo.com. So far, we talked about the, what's going on, Lisa Marie? Nice. I want to learn. We talked about facial recognition. Shout out to Linda Walker. Yes, Lisa is. She's lying about all of it. Most here, Candace followers until her lies took over her life. Yeah. Candace don't know how to tell the truth to save her life. Candace cannot be proven wrong because never provides proof. She basically makes stuff up, connects unrelated things like Egyptian planes and make wacko theories. Here's the thing. When it comes down to an allegation, right? It's more of, if you don't have the evidence to support it, then you say, okay, well, this person came into my house and they took a hammer and hit a hole in the wall. Right? Now, the way you prove that is to produce a photo to show that there's a hole in your wall, at least. With Candace Owens, like with her saying these transactions and payments somehow exist, the fact that she doesn't produce evidence is also sufficient in showing that she lied about it. If nothing else, Your Honor, she lied about these so-called payments going to some club or transactions to be made for the purposes of her assassination plot from the president. Because with Candace, she tries to keep it general and then say, I didn't say that the president made the payments to Club de Sant. But it's not always, when it comes to those types of allegations, exactly the specific allegation itself. It's the inference of it. If the average reasonable person listening to her or reading that post infers that she is referred to, because she's saying the Macrons tried to assassinate her. So when she says there are transactions that are flowing through Club de Sant, you putting the dots together to say that it's coming from the Macrons, because she's the one that's claiming the Macrons tried to assassinate her. And she's saying that as a matter of a fact. So naturally, you expect any evidence of payments from the Macrons who are trying to assassinate her flowing through this so-called Club de Sant. The club is real, but are they taking payments from a president for the assassination of some girl in the U.S.? That's what it comes down to. If she can't produce that, then of course the Macron's defense to that would be that it's not true. And once the judge and the jury sees there's no evidence to prove it, then the Macrons have proven their case by saying she's lied. There's no evidence on that. The judge asks, okay, do you all have any evidence on that? No, we don't. But okay, well then it is what it is. Why lie about that? Thereby, that's how they can meet their burden with that. So it's the absence of this so-called evidence for these outlandish allegations that can also help the Macrons, because those types of allegations you need evidence for, and she produces none. And I've been asking myself for about 3 weeks ever since she posted it up. Okay, show these transactions. I even looked up Club de Sant. There are 2 of them. She never ever specified which one. And you kind of take it as, okay, she's referring to this Club de Sant that specializes in gastronomy. But what if she's referring to the cycling club? Because there are 2 Club de Sants, one with gastronomy, one with cycling. So naturally, a good attorney will go in and say, we demand evidence to see any payments from any president to any Club de Sant. There are 2 of them. Payments from either one. Pick one. Don't care if you're talking about the gastronomy or the cycling club. Where are those payments, those transactions? Who called you? Who told you this? Man, when they put her on the oath, they're going to hammer the crap out of it. It's going to be on. You put that girl on the oath, and it's just going to be a sight to behold. And of course, she's not going to be able to present that evidence because she won't even say who told her these payments exist. So it's the absence of the evidence that she doesn't have where she won't be able to substantiate her allegation. So all they have to say is she's lying, and that's it. And there's no proof to show that. And that'll be it. I mean, I don't know what she's thinking. She's not thinking. Hey, it's pretty much that. Candace, you're not thinking, girl. So welcome in all. Let's get to this. Jay Witt usually watches the show each day with us at the Jay Witt podcast. There are some others like Artie Trolls. Yeah, Artie Troll is good. Jay Witt, of course, is my brother in Christ, you all. Shout out to him. And he always keeps me on my toes. Make sure you're telling them to hit the like button and put the number of like they are. So if you're like number 88 or something like that, just put it in the chat. Thank you for being kind and welcome me so I can see it too. Absolutely. I mean, if Candace was up in here, I wouldn't boot her out. I would want her to stay in here and read this. Candace, let me show you how it's done, girl. Let me show you how it's done. Y'all, let's get to this article right quick. And then we're going to get to the bad, to her episode, because I foresee myself having a headache of some sort. So once you guys go through this, of course, it talks about these photos that were sent to her. This particular photo here is a photo of a wedding that was published in the wedding invitation, published in the same time in the Courier Picard. In the car, the bride and groom are wearing the same clothes as in the photo sent to Emmanuel Anazon. And in the background, we see the best man dressed in black and white. So we had a photograph of Brigitte Trogneux. This is before she got married, I would assume. From the front at her wedding in 1974, cross-checked by a photograph of Brigitte Trajano in profile at Anne-Marie Bouchot's wedding in 1976. So this is Anne-Marie Bouchot's wedding in 1976. That's Brigitte. This is Anne-Marie. And this is the guy Anne-Marie is marrying. They're saying they sent this photo to Candace. She didn't even acknowledge it. Candace, why you didn't put this in your so-called 8-part series? You had 8 episodes to put this photo in, and you didn't put it in there? I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter if she doesn't even recognize or accept any of the photos. Candace, you do know what facial recognition is. That is a real test, girl. So when they say they cross-referenced this photo or cross-checked it, that's what they're doing. They're doing this facial recognition. And that's how they can validate and authenticate the photos. So it's really down to a science. It comes down to scientific data. Once again, something you need as evidence to prove someone was born a man. So if you guys want to learn more about facial recognition and how they do their analysis, I might encourage you all to research that. We can go over that in a separate video if you want. But it is going to be a helpful tool in where they're going to verify and validate these photos that they've given to Candace. They more than likely already done it. Some of them they have done it because I've seen the test results. And she doesn't care. Candace just doesn't care. That's what it comes out to. She doesn't care. Candace, at some point, the jury is gonna care more than you, and you're gonna wish you did. Because her throwing a tantrum is irrelevant at this point. They don't care if she cares or not. But the jury is going to look at the results of that facial recognition. And they're going to look at all of the photos. They're going to look at the evidence. They're going to probably have someone to testify. The person that did the cross-reference and the forensic analyst, whoever that person is, probably going to testify and speak to the testing methods, the samples, the photos, how this works electronically. They're going to have a solid case. They're going to have a solid case. So I'm excited. Mr. said, LLC, do we know if Candace has filed papers yet with the Supreme Court of George Farmer? That's what this girl said. Talking about, if I had to check with the Supreme Court of George Farmer, because he had instantly told her no, remember, to going out there to Phoenix. So who knows? Candace, does she talk about that in her show tonight? I haven't seen it. That might be in the bed. We might hear that. Who knows? Candace, if you got to go through the Supreme Court of George Farmer, aka Boys Club, at least tell him to pick a birthday. There's 3 of them out there. And since she doesn't like Wikipedia, I found the 3 birthdays on factually.co. I didn't even go on Wikipedia. It was on another website. You can't make this up. This man has 3 birthdays. What are you, Boys Club? Is he human? You can't make this up. You have 3 birthdays out there. Candace only has 1. Candace, you slipping. George has 3 birthdays. You only got 1. You might need to get another one in place. Oh, good Lord. Who is he? Mrs. Thornton. What's going on? Hello, new subscriber. Thank you. Welcome to the LLC. We have fun here. Now we got a new Luxthorpe in the house. Now let's see. You mean the multiple times born George Farmer? Exactly. Episode 211 is his July birthday. So his birthday is July. It's a June day, a July date. It was like July 9th or something like that. A June date, and then December 15th. So did she pick one? Candace, just tell him to pick one. Okay? Pick one birthday and stick to that. That's it. You can't make this up. July 7th. There we go. Thank you, Susie. Hey, Say. Do a shout out to my Mars. I appreciate you for tuning in. What's going on? I hope all is well with you, honey. Let's see here. Susie said July 7th, 1990. Okay, so that's the one they selected. Got it. I told y'all Candace is an alien. Oh, Jesus, that's it, Willow. UK Gov site says July 1990. Okay, cool. And they got all these birthdays and stuff. It's so weird. And I didn't even get that off of Wikipedia, by the way. I got it from a whole totally different website. I even posted it up and then posted it to Twitter X. Candace, I know you hate my guts, but you got to learn how to read, girl. How do you not know that George had 3 birthdays out there? And people are coming in internationally on December 15th. Hopefully that Supreme Court of George Farmer is kind to you. Why don't you just go to the event in person? Once again, Turning Point USA does not owe Candace a virtual anything. They have the right to do virtual shows all they want. And they don't have to give Candace that option. Candace, you can either go in person or not. The end. Go face Erica Kirk face to face. Because that's what she's scared to do. You can say anything behind a camera. Why you can't go and say that to her face is my question. Candace, I know you listen to you, heifer. Say whatever it is you got to say. Now you have the opportunity to say it to Erica's face directly. And you scared to do that. You can't make this up. See another line, Candaspiracy. Yeah, I know. Wikipedia can contribute to it. Exactly. That's why I didn't pull it from Wikipedia. I pulled it from that factually.co website. I didn't even go to Wikipedia. Because she thinks nothing on Wikipedia is real. Okay, fine. Still got it from another website, and that separate website had 3 birthdays, not 2. So Candace, at some point, you got to make up your mind. She could just have someone check it and update it for her. Oh, Francesca, how you doing, honey? Shout out to all the supporters in the UK. Can we get a hoorah for the UK? Hope all is well. So, I guess if you guys want, leave it in the comment section. If you want to go over some of the basic science behind facial recognition patterns and the analysis and, how they come up with the percentages from the testing samples and all this other stuff, the science behind it. I can, in another video, we can do a separate video on that. But here's where it gets good. So you go down here to where it talks about on October 30th, 2025, Candace Owens asked the judge to dismiss the amended complaint. This is hyperlinked, so if you pull it up, all of these links work, and they go take you to either another article or some sort of website or a video. And then, of course, it says here, the lawyers filed their detailed arguments, opening brief, as well as written and sworn testimony affidavit. And then these are links for some of the exhibits that they have here. All of these are links. Even the long titles here, that's a link. It goes to, I'll just click on it. This goes to a video.
Physiquement ou mentalement à cause de ses propos.
So you guys can see just several different links to YouTube channels, articles. But let's go here. Let's go here. Blame it on the pregnancy. Hold on a second. Because it disconnected. Oh, yeah. Candace. Candace. It came to my blame it on the pregnancy video. So y'all see here, blame it on the pregnancy. Takes you to my video. Candace, he's not playing with you, girl. He's not playing with you. Oh my God. Candace attacking Nick, declared war of the Grapers versus Cantifas. Oh, you can't make this up. Did she not see it coming? Didn't she say that Nick Fuentes deserves to have a voice on social media? Candace, you did say, just like with Tucker Carlson, no one should be trying to shut up Nick Fuentes when he was saying things that you agree with, right? When he was going after people you don't like yourself, then you're okay with it. This is why I keep saying you're bad at this, Candace. You don't have a spine. You cannot be this flaky when it comes to journalism. People get attacked all the time. But for you to be this flip-flopsy, Candace, where you're okay with Nick saying things as long as he's targeting the people you don't like, right? Just like how she won't denounce Nicholas Ray's actions with sending online death threats to 3 Jewish conservatives. Or somehow she thinks it's okay to dox kids because they're wearing a maroon shirt. But the moment he says something she doesn't like and he's going after her, oh, now there's a war. Candace, go sit your behind out somewhere. Garrett kick rocks. It ain't no war. You don't have to agree with everything everybody says. And they're not going to say everything that you want to hear. That's not how it works. Candace, you're 30-something years old. You've got 4 kids and the boys club. At some point, you're going to have to grow up. You can't make this up. I told y'all she's bad at this. Dear Lord. Hey, Lord, what's going on? How you doing? So, yeah, it takes you all to my, to this video. Here it is, Candace. Listen up.
This is the appropriate context. Okay. Cardi B, the rapper, had to testify recently in a court case that was brought against her. And I'm listening to what she is saying as she is being questioned about certain things. And I realized that this could actually be me answering questions about how I got involved in the Brigitte Macron case. Let's roll the clip.
She wrote.
I don't think I was like on a high level of angry. I was more on.
Yeah, this is what her. She was trying to blame the pregnancy on her lying like hell on the First Lady of France. Yeah, she already planned on going to court. And here it is. This is my video on my channel. 350 views. Y'all get the views up. Come on. It landed in an article. Hopefully will be used as an exhibit. Oh, go in there and check it out and hit the like button on that video. You can't make this up. Maroon is making a bold statement in 2025, not just in fashion, but also in interior design. It is predicted to be a lasting trend, with maroon being the 2025 color of the year by Bear. Hey now, I have no problem with the color maroon. I just don't understand why Candace can't just go after people who are wearing green. I mean, it's the school color. She just randomly pick a color and just say, yeah, find these kids for me. No, Candace, that's doxing. You're asking your candy ass cult members to go after people that have to find personal identifiable information about these students for the purposes of what? They haven't committed a crime, and you're not a commissioned officer. You're not law enforcement. You're not an investigator, Candace. You're impersonating, if anything. But you don't have any legal standing to be looking people up. She didn't learn anything from this social autopsy. She learned nothing from that. So, since you didn't learn anything from that, Candace, you're going to learn the hard way. I'm telling you right now. Because one thing these parents are not going to appreciate is you sitting down, putting up their kids all over social media, and then sicking all your cult members after them to go and research them when they have not committed a crime. And you are not a commissioned officer of any law with any authority to try to track them down to figure out who they are. Because that's not how it works. You don't get to do that. You're invading on people's privacy simply because you think they're weird or suspicious. No one cares. So when it happens, people need to sue her. Period. People need to sue her. And you stop playing around with it. And if she does something, especially where people have already received death threats, and she doesn't even want to recognize that, yeah, a lawsuit would do her just nicely because she pays attention to that. You'll pay attention to that lawsuit all day, girl. But when someone's telling you to stop doxing people, you ignore it. Okay. Yeah, you're playing around, girl. Playing around too much. She's playing around too much. So here's where we are. Shout out to Linda Walker. Juju. What's going on? Juju says, hey, what's going on? That crane looked red, but it was really maroon. I know, right? Optimus Prime is really purple. You can't make this stuff up. All the Transformers want her to leave them alone. Optimus Prime said, "I'm not in the mood." You can't do this. Jimmy Tracy's Candace Owens is doing this all for money. She's making money off her YouTube channel, destroying Charlie Kirk's legacy. Yeah, she is. I mean, I wholeheartedly agree. Because Candace, if you were trying to put out facts, you will put out documentation and evidence to support it. You can't call it a fact simply because you said so. And it's very dangerous. I've been calling her out on the doxing thing since she was doing it to Phil Lyman. Y'all know how long ago that was? That was about 2 months ago. I've been calling her out on this doxing thing for 2 months. And she doxed Phil Lyman, his mother, and a cousin. And it's like, what did they do to deserve that? So, every time she does that nonsense, I'm going to call her out on it. No. People go looking for these kids. They should get a lawsuit. All these fake wannabe mommy sleuths that are impersonating agents and, investigators online. Yeah, okay. Hiding behind these YouTube channel names aren't going to really do you much good if it comes down to it and the court says, yeah, you get to unveil who they are so you can send them a lawsuit. Because this is getting out of control. It's out of control. People deserve to live in peace and harmony, Candace, and they deserve to go to school and to be able to learn. These parents are not paying that high-ass tuition for you to sit here and to dox their students, their children, because they're wearing a maroon shirt. Girl, stop. Bye, Felicia. You can't make this up. All right. Truth watch today. What happened? Somebody got mad. Oh, Lord. Truth, yes. Truth, big. Who is Truth? Hold on. Am I missing somebody? Was it Truth? Yes, Mr. Yep, I will be watching. Okay. That's why Optimus Prime is a great representation of the Baltimore Ravens. Oh, Lord. That's so funny. So y'all check out this video. It landed in the article. Shout out to the article. Shout out to Pravda-France.news-pravda.com. Oh my goodness. I'm honored. I really am. I'm very honored to be listed and featured in that. And like I said, Candace, this is not gonna work.
On a high level of concern. Very concerned.
Mm-hmm, me too.
And why were you concerned?
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work, Candace. You can't go in there talking about it's not my fault, it's the baby. Girl, please. Your kids gonna get mad. They're gonna grow up and see this video.